2022 gonna be an absolutely crazy period for blockchain, crypto, and Web 3.0. And it's a massive opportunity for you if you want to transition your career into Web 3.0. In this video series, I'm gonna cover how you're gonna do that. So let's jump into the video. Hi, this is Rajat Rattewal and welcome to my channel. On this channel, I focus on three things. Number one, help you become a Web3 blockchain ninja. Number two, solve climate emergency by promoting sustainable products. And number three, help you decode your life equation so that you can live a happy and meaningful life. So if you're new to this channel, please subscribe to my channel. Welcome back. Today we're gonna discuss off-chain data protocol. So one of the first point that I want to discuss is like what is off-chain and what is on-chain, right? So this is like some of the terms that's been used within the blockchain area, right? So anything that is stored on the blockchain is basically an on-chain data, right? And we have seen the example of off-chain data already, right? When we discussed about Oracle, so that data is not there on the blockchain, but I need to bring it data from outside world, like the example of decentralized finance where you have decentralized exchange and I need a pricing feed, say for an example, the price of USD so that I can buy some crypto token, right? And that is provided by Oracle. So that's a off-chain data. Now the relevance of this off-chain data protocol, think of it as a DB, right? You might have used a lot of DBs in Web 2 era, right? So things like MongoDB, Postgres, SQL Server, right? And these are the databases that exist, right? And because Web3 foundation is built on that everything has to be decentralized. So any component that you are using in Web 2 has to become decentralized and peer-to-peer, right? So why this is required? So say for an example, you can say that, or we can debate that, because blockchain gives the capability to store the data. So why we can't just use blockchain for it? But there are various use cases where the blockchain is not the right data storage for your solution. Think of like, we have already seen it, right? So if you want to store like large media and large photo files, blockchain is not the right platform to store it. You're gonna store that in the file storage, and that's what we do in Web2 stack, right? So all of your files and images that or video files, you store it in like some cloud storage, or you might have a CDN where all of these images are cached. And now we have a decentralized version of that, which is like IPFS and Filecoin, right? Similar way, there is a requirement of a database, but the current database is highly centralized, right? In your application, like if you log in into a Facebook, right? All of your user credentials, your preferences, what you're posting, everything is stored in some DB so that it can be queried and displayed to you, which is owned by a particular organization, right? So how we can have the similar functionality in Web3, that's where the off-chain data protocol comes in. So these are basically nothing but databases which are decentralized, follow the same principle of P2P. Out of these, Gun is, I think I found it very, very interesting, right? So you also got Cermaic, but if you're coming from a JavaScript background, Gun is like quite easy to get started. And there are various applications that are actually built on top of Gun. So I will have this repo link in there, right? And you can see that people have built Zoom, Reddit, Instagram, Slack, even a D.Tube. So this is a decentralized YouTube, right? So again, powered by a cryptocurrency blockchain, which is like Steam. It's not running on Ethereum, and it's been designed for such kind of use cases where you can build and grow your community. So it's designed for your social network kind of use cases, right? And you can see like, people have built like D.Tube on top of it, right? And this is the future, right? People won't be posting anything on YouTube in the future because it's incentivizing the creator, right? So people who are posting it is incentivized in terms of a crypto economics or a crypto token, right? And that's how people come to on these platforms, right? Now there are other two, right? So Cermaic is one, right? So again, think of it as, and on top of it, there is something called idx. So Cermaic is the database, right? And I will give you the link of this video, right? Which is the founder Joel, who has explained this, what the Cermaic is all about. But again, it's a DB. The whole idea is that they're trying to create this, whenever you are building, and I give you an example of idx where you can use it, right? So all of say you are building an application, right? And you want to have a global user table, right? Like that needs to be integrated with your decentralized application. So that user table is a global table which you are storing separately on Cermaic, and then you are using it, right? So things like their blog posts or photos or basic profile, or what crypto accounts they own, that can be very, very specific to your application. And instead of storing that data onto the blockchain, you're storing that on the Cermaic DB and then calling it, right? So you will always have, so think of the category that, so there are different data that you can think of, right? Which might not be a good use case to store that on the blockchain itself, like things like credential, things like settings or user preferences, right? Comments or user generated content, right? Anything that leads to like financial benefit, you can run that on the blockchain, right? So you have to divide your application into different layers, right? So if you need a decentralized compute, right, you will be writing a smart contract, which is your core functionality of that Web3 stack, right? And it will be deployed on the blockchain. If you want to store some media files, you will be using file storage. And if there is some user specific content and specific to your application, you will be storing that on off-chain data protocol. So that's the whole relevance of this particular component, and that's complete the whole sort of stack, right? And we will look into identity and client, how you use it, but try to compare it with the Web2 stack, and this is how you would be able to fit, where what's the relevance of this protocol and how to use it. So with that, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you like my channel, please subscribe. That's going to help with the Google algorithm and more people can find it. Give your feedback or thumbs up so that I can improve this further. With that, thank you.